is up, YouTube? Jersey Jules back, coming at you from the lovely Asbury Park Beach down the Jersey Shore. Down here enjoying a nice day with the family, wife and kids. Figure I'd make a little video for everybody. A couple things on my mind. So we start the video first off by saying, fuck cancer. Fuck you, big fuck you to cancer, okay? Just lost a good buddy of mine this week. I just found out had passed away from liver cancer. He was diagnosed on his 50th birthday and went from diagnosed to gone within 8 months. So it's just big shock to all of us. So Colt, I'm gonna miss you. It was a really good time knowing you, man. I used to babysit his dog. We met through the car clubs. We both had Vipers, and we got along right off the bat. And like I said, I used to watch his dog Chili when he went away on business, and I haven't spoken to him probably in about 6 or 8 months, and I had no clue he was sick, and I just found out the other day that he passed away. So that was a big shock. So that leads me to my point, my first point I want to make. When you're overweight, obese, whatever you want to call it, lovely day here. So when you're overweight, you will tend to do a little stress eating, and a situation like this would be a trigger to most people to stress eat. I know before I used to eat for comfort. I used to eat when I was upset, angry, stressed, whatever you want to call it. I would turn to food for my vice, just like a drug. Like drug addicts would turn to drugs, obese people turn to food. So something like this, a setback in life like this, can definitely lead you to fall off the wagon big time. I know I did back in 2009 when my uncle got sick and passed away. I was making good progress, and I fell off the wagon with my weight loss at that time because of his death. So it is definitely a catalyst for setting you back. That being said, I'm not going to let it set me back. I take every day as an individual day, and I set myself small goals day by day. The water's coming in now. Look at this. It's gorgeous. So that's how I deal with it. I set myself small goals day by day. So first let me say, don't be afraid to fail. If you're afraid to fail, it means you're afraid to try. So if you never tried, you never had the opportunity to fail. So failure is okay. Failure is a part of life. Small failures here and there, they're gonna happen. Oh wow, shit, that water's cold. I have my certain days where I just eat like absolute shit, or I eat stuff that I shouldn't eat, or I eat a little worse or a little more than I wanted to, and I consider those failures. So where before I would fail one day and then I would say, well, fuck it, I already ate like shit today, I might as well eat like shit tomorrow. And I would just continue to eat like shit, and then you would fall back into a vicious cycle of constant failure. Where now it's like I set myself this small goal of, well, let me not eat like complete shit today, and then I succeed in that day. Well, let me increase my protein today, and I succeed that day. Let me lower my carb intake today, and I succeed with that. So that's what I'm saying. Set small goals for yourself. If a small goal is to lose 3 pounds, 5 pounds, take it step by step. Don't go at it and say, well, I had the surgery, I got to be skinny all at once. That's it, I got to lose all my weight. Because I've been stuck at about 230, 229 for the past couple of weeks. I mean, honestly, dude, I'm fucking cool if I stay this size for the rest of my life. I feel good at this weight. I think it's kind of a natural weight for me. I feel good, I look better. Everything's just better, my joints, everything. So honestly, if I stay 230, I would be happy. Would I be fucking ecstatic if I can get down to 200 pounds, 210, whatever it is? Yeah, sure, why not? But I'm not gonna say that if I don't get that light, it's a failure. I'm gonna say the weight that I lost is a success, because now I'm down over 60 pounds now. So I'm gonna say that that's my success, and I would consider the surgery at this point in my life a success. Depending on how I would maintain it 5 years from now, 10 years from now, has yet to be seen. But this is the point I'm trying to make, is the small victories day by day will lead to an overall victory in the battle of being obese. It's just like I consider it the same thing as being a drug addict. If you're a drug addict, you're always a recovering drug addict. It's that simple. You're taking every day, step by step, as a recovering addict. And you are a recovering addict from food. If you're losing weight, you're fucking addicted to food. It's that simple. You're a comfort eater, you're a stress eater, whatever it is. You overeat for whatever reasons. It's a fucking addiction. That's plain and simple. That's how it is. So, God, this water's, and once you get used to the water, it's all right. It's not that cold. It feels pretty good in the water. Cold water. A couple of girls in some bikinis walking by here for the men. Oh, there you go, guys. The ladies in the bikinis doing fishing behind me. Looks like Santa Claus. But all kidding aside, man, like one thing I have noticed is, even though I'm losing the weight and I'm much thinner than I was, I still have that fat guy mentality, that fat guy brain. And I call it, like, I don't know, I guess you have a fat brain, a skinny brain, because here's the thing, skinny people, most skinny people I know, or most normal sized people, don't stress eat. When they get stressed or upset, or somebody passes away in their family, they don't have an appetite. They're like, oh, I can't eat. How can you think about eating at a time like this? I'm full, I feel disgusting. Where obese people turn automatically to food. Like, have something to eat, you'll feel better. And that's what I call fat brain. It's fat brain. It's like, I'm always gonna be a fat guy at heart. I still love food. I still find myself at times turning to food for a little bit of comfort. I kind of try to keep that in check, because I know that's a slippery slope to go back down, and I don't want to go back down that slope. So I call it fat brain, because, like, here's another perfect scenario. I'll go to a restaurant and I'll order something, and it'll come out and I'll be like, wow, that's it? That's a small portion. That's not that big of a portion. And that's my fat brain kicking in, where before I would eat that whole portion plus some and more, and like just continue eating. Where now, as my fat brain is telling me that's not enough food for me, my skinny stomach is sending signals to my fat brain, and all of a sudden, boom, it becomes skinny brain. We're like, holy shit, I can't finish this, I feel sick. So that's where you gotta kind of fight it. You gotta fight in between fat brain and skinny brain, I call it. A skinny person's brain definitely works better. They don't understand, well, not better, it works differently. They don't understand that struggle that you go through when it's time to eat, or dealing with food or addiction to food. The most common thing an overweight person has probably ever heard is like, oh, you're trying to lose weight? Just stop eating. Yeah, like, it's that fucking simple. Just stop eating, yeah. Because that might be the physical part of it, but you're not even addressing the certain psychological and physiological parts of it, genetics and psychological addiction, and just having that fat guy mentality, man. You're not even addressing that. So what I feel is, like, the surgery doesn't fix that. And it's never going to fix that. Only you are going to fix that. But it definitely assists you in trying to fix that, getting a reset in life, a second chance. Whether you've been obese since a kid or whether you got obese, it's definitely what I would consider an assistance, a help, a tool, a one-time reset button to help you get back down to being a healthier person, a better version of you. Not being a perfect person, not being in perfect shape, but just being a better version of you. And that's all that really fucking matters, man. You got an extra 20 years out of life, a better quality of life. That's all this thing is about. It's not about entering a bodybuilding competition. It's not about being a fucking supermodel. It's just about living a better quality of life. Like, look, I'm at the fucking beach, dude. I'm at Asbury Park Beach. By the way, it's predominantly a gay beach. I don't know if you know, Asbury Park used to be a complete ghetto shithole about 10 years ago. The gay community came in and bought up a bunch of property and did a ton of revitalization down here. And I gotta tell you, I'd rather hang out at the gay beach any day, because you fucking gay people, you really know how to keep your shit together, clean it up, and increase property value, and you don't start no fucking trouble. I'll go to a Jersey Shore beach, say like Belmar or Point Pleasant, and you gotta deal with all these drunk asshole Guidos. I won't take my wife and kids there. Here, look at this beach, it's gorgeous. Got my wife and kids, we're enjoying the day, nobody bothers you. So kudos to my fellow gay folk out there. And good job with Asbury Park. But back to my point. Last year I hated going to the beach. I wouldn't go to the beach. I hated taking my fucking shirt off. I felt like an obese mess. I was always uncomfortable. Everything was tight. I was always sweating. Look at me, I'm on the beach. I'm barely sweating. It's gorgeous out. I love going to the beach now. It's crazy how this surgery and a little bit of weight loss changes your outlook and your quality of life. Like last year I would have been at home sitting behind my computer or sitting watching TV or doing something stupid. And now I'm enjoying the day with my family. You know, it's amazing. So it's just, it really changes your perspective on life. It really helps you keep a little bit better control of the shit going on around you and control of yourself. And like I said, that's all this is about just a better quality of life. And honestly, I'm happy I did it. It's probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. Like I said, next to marrying my wife and having kids with her, the best decision I've ever made. I feel great, and I really hope I can maintain it. But my advice to you is a positive one today. Despite I started off on a negative with, you know, my friend Colt passing away, I'm going to turn it into a positive and say that, you know, do you, man. Be a better version of you. Do it. Like, don't be afraid to fail. Seriously. Like, if you don't fail, if you've never failed at life, it means you've never fucking tried. I failed a million times at everything I've ever tried, but I didn't stop. I kept trying, and I'm gonna keep trying. And every day is a different day. Every day is a new day. Every day is filled with another adventure, another small victory, or another small loss. I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as you try, man. You know, like I said in my previous videos, do something. Something's better than nothing. You go into this shit with a positive attitude, you're gonna get positive results, and you're gonna feel good about yourself. And the people around you are gonna feel better, and you're just gonna have a better life, man, I'm telling you. So I mean, yeah, that's all I got for today. I'm gonna go back to my family. My wife and kids are over there. I'm gonna go back to enjoying the surf, the sun, trying to get a little more color. I'm a little pale. But yeah, just stay positive. Take it day by day. Don't be afraid to fail, and don't stress eat. Learn an alternative method of dealing with the stress in your life. Besides eating, besides going to food, find an alternative that works for you. Me is I like to go to the gym. I like to go for a walk the dogs, do something other than turning to food immediately. So those are my words of wisdom for this week. I hope you enjoy my videos. I hope I can help at least one person out there. And, you know, we're in this shit together, man. We're in it together. If you're watching my videos, you're probably obese. You're probably in this game just like me, and you're probably wanting to do something about it, or you are doing something about it, or you just, I don't know, or you just got a fetish for watching fat dudes talk to the camera about nonsense. I don't fucking know. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But until then, I'm gonna go see if I can pick up some dudes, maybe, you know, make my wife a little jealous, because like I said, I am at Asbury Park. Try to get her a little jelly. No, seriously. Oh shit, you know what else I wanted to tell you? I got my first pair of I went jean shopping on the way back from the beach last time, and I picked up a bunch of 38s, which was my size when I was in my 30s, 38 by 32 jeans. I picked up 4 or 5 pair off the rack without trying them on, got home, and they were all huge on me. And let me tell you, having to return a jean for the first time in my life from them being too big was a great fucking feeling. And I bought my first pair of slim fit 36 by 32 jeans. I look good in them, I feel good in them, and I feel really positive, and it's just a good feeling. I haven't been that size since I've been in my early 20s, man, 22, 23 years old. And it's just a great fucking feeling, I tell you that. But yeah, I forgot to share that with you. I wanted to share that with you. Maybe I'll make a separate video on my jeans next time. But so positive messages today. Colt, I am gonna miss you. It's a shitty thing, and like I said, fuck cancer. You know, anybody out there that's lost somebody to cancer, my condolences to you. But it's how you deal with shit, and don't let the stress of everyday life and tragedy bring you down, man. Find an alternative to deal with it, and we'll all get through this thing together. But until next week, I'll make a video maybe next week, the week after. We'll see if I have anything interesting to talk about. Most likely not. I'm just gonna blab my fat mouth for fucking 20 minutes and bore the shit out of you. But at least you got to see a few chicks in bikinis walking by, and some nice scenery of the beach. But Jersey Jules signing out. I'll talk to you guys next week, hopefully.